Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 16 College Football Playoff opening round. We are just coming from a smacking out in Mount Pleasant as Central Michigan took down UTSA, and now we are back for the main attraction of the first round. Out of all the games in the first round, this one had my eye on absolutely the most. What a game this is going to be. You got the hottest team in the nation, Iowa State, who is 8-5 sure, but they won the Big 12, and to do that, they had to win 6 or 7 straight. They had to beat Oklahoma State twice. They had to beat Baylor, and they did it. And who are they facing? The man, the myth, the legend, Coach Sirilaxis Brio, the transfer portal god. They have been up at the top of the country all year long, and they lost in the ACC championship, got that last at-large bid. Can they prove to the nation that they belong here in the CFP? It's going to be a great one. Winner of this game will go on to face Cincinnati in the Sugar Bowl. UTSA got smoked, so Central Michigan will move on to face Florida State. So this is going to be a really fun game. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty, ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in, claim a team at any time, and build them up and participate in the CFP and maybe win a national championship. Now remember, guys, if you do end up winning that national championship, I'll send you guys some home field apparel and an actual trophy to your house. So check out home field apparel. Use code SFA, 15% off for all of your holiday shopping needs. So as always, we're going to go through the entire rosters for both teams, and then we'll watch the game in its full entirety. This is going to be a really fun one, though. We've got two user coaches, Sirilaxis Brio and Coach Schwartz. So it's going to be a fun one. Let me just write down my teams here. This is a matchup that has never happened. UNC has never faced Iowa State. Both these teams have been in the playoffs before. Iowa State, this is their third time. I believe UNC, this is their second. So for Bob Rubshaw, he is a transfer quarterback from Auburn, the SFA player, former 5-star. He will be taken over today. Their running back is Jason Manning. At wide receiver, they got J.R. Mullins, a transfer from Florida. They've got Darren Ware, Ashley Burke, and Juan Cox. Jamison LaCosta is, I believe, the only true SFA player who was recruited on this team. I believe he's a 1 or a 2-star tight end. He's gotten crazy progression, one of the best tight ends in the country. Offensive line looks like this. Zaza Gomeshi, I believe, is doubtful for this game, the SFA player. John Simpson, your Remington winner. Randy White and Marlon Hoover, the Troy transfer. On defense, Steve Dennis. They got Reaper Exum, the transfer from East Carolina, SFA guy. In the middle, Javon Ohio, the transfer from North Texas. At linebacker, Clooney Bolton, the transfer from Pittsburgh. Walter Leak, Jimmy Smith. Out wide, you got Eric Freeman, Kevin Sellers, and Chris Mitchell. And then in the back, you could chew the transfer from NC State. And then you've got Trent Mason. So as you can see, a lot of transfers make this team who they are. Greg Briggs is your kicker. And then we'll go on to check out Iowa State. Like I said in the start, one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in the nation. Yes, you can say they have a weird record, but folks, this team has been firing on all cylinders since Coach Schwartz made a playbook change, and they rattled off some big wins, including the national champion Baylor and Oklahoma State, who has the Heisman winner, will beat them 2 times. So Kirko Squatch, the transfer from Georgia Tech, he is the man, the myth now. He is in the playoff, making his first career start. Dan Brown is the backup. Running back, they have a couple good ones, but Justin McCall is the main attraction. Greg Cooper is the freshman. At wide receiver, Ray J. Butler, the SFA IGR. You've got Joe Grant and Mazzy Barmore, the 3-star recruit, SFA guy. And then they're stacked at tight end. You got Kevin Kramer, who has killed it in his career, one of the best tight ends in SFA history. Spencer Douglas as well. Their offensive line looks like this. Very good. They got Polo Chodacki, SFA guy. And then Curtis Schlupp as well. So 2 freshman SFA guys on the offensive line. On the defensive side, Kenneth Jones, Jamal Henry, and Igor Torgensen, the freshman All-American SFA player as well. Linebacker, Kelvin Cox, Jason Meeks, and Dustin Anderson. And at corner, you've got SFA Richie Boots, former transfer from West Virginia. Lewis Fernwood, SFA player, and Jerry Fernando. Out back, you got Chris Hall and Bernard Lynch. So some very good players on this Iowa State team. On paper, they are very good as well. So Pat Robinson is their kicker. Not very good. 11 for 15 on the year, though. Not great power. So we'll see what happens there. So Coach Schwartz, if you're here, and Coach Sirlaxis Brio, let me know what kind of jerseys you guys want to wear in this matchup, as we are set to get started. And remember, guys, this year the CFP is not just seeded 1 through 12. You earn your way in through auto bids now. So in the college football rankings, UNC is number 3 and Iowa State's number 17. But North Carolina is the 10th seed and Iowa State is the 7th seed. So that's why Iowa State is at home in this game. So let's get out our final prediction of the first round. This is the final BearCave game. So after this game, I will give out the BearCave winners. So I'll calculate all of those here. And this is going to be a 5-point spread for UNC. So that last game, we had a Central Michigan cover. In this one, let's see what happens. So who do you got covering? Do you have UNC at -5? Or do you have the home team, Iowa State, at +5? Remember, folks, in the college football playoff 12-team era on this game, we have never seen a 10-seed win. We've never seen an 11-seed win. This year was the first time we saw a 12-seed. And this is the 4th year we've done it. In the previous 3, we've never seen multiple seeded upsets. It's always been either the 9-seed or beats the 8-seed, or something else happens. We've never had more than one upset. So we already have Wyoming. So does that trend towards Iowa State? Who knows? We'll see. The powers that be do favor North Carolina in this game. For jerseys, pick red out if that's a possibility. Okay. Yep, so all Cardinal, that is your base. We'll see if you have any other reds. You have all black. They do have all white as an option as well. Cardinal white, but no alternates for the... No alternates. So if you want to go all Cardinal, that's what we will do. And for UNC, I mean, we could go with the blue versus the red. I think that might be fun. Let me know if you don't want to see that. I kind of do. I don't see Sirlax's Brow in here. Oh, yeah, so it might be snowing. Good idea. Big brain play there. Yep, we've had 3 games in cold weather places. Minnesota, Central Michigan, no snow. Will we get snow in Iowa State? Ames, Iowa, Jack Trice Stadium. One of my favorite places I've ever been for a football game. All right, are we ready, folks? Remember, we will have a trivia question at halftime for a raffle ticket. Remember to use your Bob and Us and watch so you can gain more. And got to redeem those raffle tickets by the time we get to the national championship. And then remember, we have 2 games coming on a little bit later today. I'm going to take a bit of a break, do the BearCave, do some of the highlights, and then we'll be back for the first half of the quarterfinals, which will be Minnesota and Oklahoma, and then Wyoming and Coastal Carolina. And then tomorrow we'll do the second half of the quarterfinals, which will be these games, and then we'll do the semifinals as well. So by the end of tomorrow, we will know the national championship, which will take place next Thursday. So here we go, folks. The last CFP opening round game of Season 16 is officially underway. Iowa State, North Carolina, the final at-large team in. We saw Auburn play really well, but they couldn't win. Minnesota got that game-winning drive with a minute left. And no snow here in Carolina. Central Michigan won McNasty, so all they got to do is beat Florida State, and you'll see your former quarterback in the semifinals. But you got to get through the winner of this game. Yeah, this is the final CFP CFP opening round game. So yeah, we'll go to the quarterfinals, and yeah, I can do Michigan, or I can do Oklahoma first. But I don't know how long of a break I'm taking. It might be like an hour or two. All right, here we go. Jack Trice Stadium. Everybody's in yellow. So here we go. And it looks like UNC will start with the ball. So we got the blue versus the red. Here we go. The Big 12 champion taking on the second at-large team as UNC will start, and they'll start out the 30. J.R. Mullins, the starting receiver. Bob Rubshaw is the quarterback, the Auburn transfer, the 5-star. Jamison LaCosta, number 89. A great tight end matchup here today. We start with a mid-screen, and that goes nowhere for J.R. Mullins. Funny enough, remember last year, Iowa State was the last undefeated team at 9-0 and didn't make the playoff. This year, they make the playoff at 8-5. 2nd and 7 now. LaCosta in motion. Bob Rubshaw yams it deep, hits him down the seam. Broken tackle, but he steps out. What a play to start it. The transfer from Florida. He was recruited under the Dogwater administration and transferred out after they had a horrendous 3-9 year. So 1st and 10 now for UNC. Bob yams it deep again, this time out of bounds. Big year for Bob Rubshaw. Normally, freshmen don't have a great season. He is the freshman All-American quarterback. He had an amazing season here, leading them to be the #1 team heading into conference championships, and they blew it. So that's why they're going on the road in the first round. Goal line formation now. Interesting setup here. And they'll throw it. And they'll throw it to the tight end, and that's caught. Allen Johnson for 13. As he continues to break school records, and he breaks Garrett's record, the man who won the Heisman Trophy for the Tar Heels. Nicely done. 1st and 10 now inside the 25. A handoff here to Manning, and he trips over his own feet. He gets 2. UNC running the ball is not their strength. It's definitely through the air. But this first drive looking pretty good. Split backs. Rubshaw has time over the middle. Hits his man. Broken tackle. J.R. Mullins inside the 5. Already a big play for J.R. Had a few big plays already. Dominating Richie Boots there. Or no, he's on the Lewis Fernwood that time. The SFA corner. So back to the goal line. 1st and goal. Rubshaw will throw it. Plenty of time. No rush to speak of. He takes off, and oh no! His offensive lineman sacked him. Well, credit Kenneth Jones, but he had a touchdown potentially. His offensive lineman just gets in the way. Very weird drive to start it out for UNC, but still a chance to score. Back to the goal line formation. 3 down linemen for ISU is a motion into the shotgun. Rube Shaw, he takes off. He's sacked again. This time it's Igor Torgensen, the freshman All-American. That was a freshman All-American on freshman All-American crime. So 3rd and goal now outside the 10-yard line. Can Iowa State get a stop? Safety coming down. Rube Shaw sacked again! 3 straight sacks ends the drive. Jason Meeks. Rube Shaw just couldn't unload it. So they'll bring out the field goal team here. It'll be a 35-yarder from left hash to get them on the board. The kick, it's up, and it's no good! Oh, no! He just pulled it! So no points, just like UTSA in our first game of the day. And here comes Kirko Squatch, the former BearCave reward player, running the triple option. They stiffy 1, stiffy a 2nd. There he goes. Yukachu just ate a stiffy from Justin McCall. What a start to this game. A beautiful drive from UNC comes up empty in the red zone. And now here comes Iowa State. We got 2 SFA receivers and some very good tight ends. An elite offense here as McCall gets another carry. He'll get 6. Remember, Iowa State won the national championship in Season 7. First time on NCAA 14. And now it's the 10th year on the system. Will they do it again? And off here, and another big play for McCall. 3 carries. Already 33 yards. So across the 50 now for the Cyclones. Kirko Squatch, the Georgia Tech transfer. Throws it for the first time. Hits his man over the middle. Ray J. Butler, the SFA player, gets 11. Nice start for Squatch. He wasn't the starter at the beginning of the year. It was Dan Brown. And off now. That goes nowhere for McCall. UNC finally making the play. Reaper Exum, the former East Carolina Pirate. SFA IGR transferred to the in-state school. 2nd and 13. Bunch form, bottom of the screen. Kevin Kramer in motion. Floats that. Ray J. Butler, he gets 3. So it'll be a 3rd and 10 now here for State. They do not have a very good field goal kicker, so this might be 4 down territory. 3rd and 10 for Kirko. It's a screen pass to McCall. He turns upfield and gets a block, breaks a tackle, and can't do much with it. Nice stop here for UNC, and they'll go for it. Like I said, not a very good kicker. No man's land, might as well. 4th and 8. Squatch floats. Squatch, catch, and spins. Then Barmore can't get it. Turnover on downs. The SFA freshman did his best, but just couldn't quite get there. And that's a route you got to run at the sticks. You can't run that a yard or 2 short. So 2 drives, 2 empty 4th down attempts. 1 missed field goal and a turnover on downs is Rube Shaw. Now it's picked off the... Oh my God! It's going to be a touchdown for Iowa State! Dustin Anderson picks off the option! What just happened? What a play from the Cyclones! I'm not sure if they're going to score that a pick six or a fumble six. Irregardless, it's one of the best plays I've ever seen. I don't think we have ever seen somebody actually catch the pitch before. He literally just ripped it out of his hands. And Rubeshaw is a pocket passer. Dude is a tree stump. Why is he running the option? Bob Rubeshaw was designed to literally never move more than a foot in the pocket. Sir. So, a massive change of events. Iowa State gets a freebie. Passes it here to LaCosta. That's one of the craziest plays we've ever seen. That's a nomination for top 10 of the season for sure. And next time he throws it, let's see if they credited him with a pick or not. They hand this off to Manning. He gets a first down. Unbelievable play for Coach Schwartz. What a start. So under center now for North Carolina, LaCosta. They're going to go to the run game. And nice run there for Jason Manning. That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 here. Rubeshaw over the middle, and he misses. So maybe rattled a bit after the messed up pitch. 3rd and 1. Man in motion. Shotgun handoff. Manning, he's going to get it. First down. And this year, I don't recall seeing a lot of fumbles. And we have 2 today. One in that UTSA game and one in this one. So it's a keeper now for Rubeshaw. He gets the first and more. Turning me into a liar. I called him a tree stump. Here he goes for 20. Big time run for Bob. So 1st and 10. Very eventful first quarter here. Play action. Floats it, almost picked by Anderson again. Or I guess it's Meeks who drops it this time. That could have been another defensive touchdown. Rubeshaw, the freshman All-American, kind of shitting his pants here. 2nd and 10 for Rube. Hits him over the middle. What a play. Darren Ware for 14. Inside the red zone now. Hand off to Manning to the outside. He goes backwards. And there's Dustin Anderson making the play. Second and 13 now. Rubeshaw makes an adjustment. Drops back. They bring a 5th linebacker. Dumps it off to LaCosta. He wasn't even ready for it. He loses yardage. Maybe just like a delayed tight end screen or something. He wasn't ready for it. So it's 3rd and 1,000,000. Every time they get in the red zone, they go backwards. So Rubeshaw drops back. 4-man rush over the middle. Hits his man. And it's a first down for Ashley Burke. What a play. They keep the drive going. Once again, man, the slants are killing these guys. First and goal. Can North Carolina punch it in this time? Last time they're here, they came up empty. They'll hand it off here, Manning. He goes nowhere. Great play by the linebacker, Kelvin Cox. Second and goal from the 6, back in shotgun. Another handoff here. Cuts upfield, touchdown UNC. What a drive to tie it up. We've seen some great plays at the goal line here today in both these games. Now we'll see if they can add the extra points. Not a gimme. It's good. So 7-7 here in the first quarter. Iowa State has only had the ball for like a matter of like 5 plays. Jerry Fernando. This is a very different first quarter than the last time Iowa State was in the CFP when they faced Tennessee in the first round game. That was the last time a number 1 seed won a game in the CFP, where Kirko Squatch had 4 first quarter turnovers as he yams his deep to Ray J. Butler, breaks 2! What a play from the freshman! The freshman IGR making his presence known here early. Showing he's Kirko's favorite target. Player made by Coach Tribe. And that will end the first quarter. What a quarter it has been. 7-7. And I cannot even tell you who I think is now going to win this game. I thought for sure Iowa State was going to win, but not anymore. UNC playing well. And now they're coming out in goal line as we flip the field. Handoff here to McCall. He gets out wide and gets nothing out of it. Our winner of this game has a date with Cincinnati in the Sugar. Second and 9, man in the backfield. Fakes the run, yams it deep, hits his man in stride, down to the 1, Ray J. Butler. He tried to extend it for the touchdown. Don't mark him short. Kirko Squatch, have yourself a day. So first and goal for the Cyclones. Kramer in motion. The handoff, McCall, touchdown, Cyclones. A quick response. I think that was just a 4-play drive. It was 4 plays, 75 yards. Ray J. Butler, how do you do? So Iowa State firing on all cylinders right now. The coach of the year, Coach Schwartz, doing his thing. I think these were 2 coach of the year finalists. All right, McNasty. You're gonna show him the hogs. First and 10 now for Rubshot. He's been very up and down so far. Hashtag rally the hogs. 9 for 12 to start, though. Not a bad start. Just want to wipe that fumble from his memory. Gotta have a short memory in these games. They're loading up the short side. And they'll run quick option. Rubshot up the gut. First down. So transfers from Auburn and showing that he should have been the starter over Alfonso Jackson with this option play as he floats out over the middle. Another big play. Darren Ware again. Iowa State's secondary pretty good. I mean, you got 2 SFA starting corners in Boots and Fernwood, 2 good safeties. Rubshaw's just chopping them up right now. Rubshaw over the middle, another open man. J.R. Mullins. This might be a very high-scoring game, folks, as they're already in plus territory again. Bringing out the 3 tight end set. Gonna audible into the shotgun. 3 tight ends and a fullback out at receiver as they'll hand it off here to Manning. He gets some room. Look at the blocking. And he gets inside the 25. What a play call, motioning them all out just to block. Another counter here for Manning. Breaks the tackle, gets 5. Hey, don't say that to Anderson, who gave you a touchdown there, Schwartz. 2nd and 5 for Rubshaw. The delay give up the gut, and he's stacked up. Bernard Lynch gets him into a 3rd down. Oh, man. Giving him a little teabag right there. All right, 3rd down. Handoff, Manning, 1st down. Tar Heels. Nice play by Jason Manning. He's running well. I was kind of talking shit on him when I was been talking about the Tar Heels this year, saying they have no run game. He's proved me wrong tonight. Play action now. Rubshaw rolls right. He's going to take off. Has all the room in the world. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Rubshaw does it himself. Let the big fella eat on the ground. Doing his best DeQuavius Gates impression, being a kind of a pocket passer type to turn into a scrambler. 14-14, so Iowa State scores quickly. UNC responds. 2 of the best offenses in the country going right at it. And the winner has to face the best offense in the country in Cincinnati, who averages like 45 points a game. What a quarter and a half it's been, 14-14. Here comes Kirko Squatching Company. Kirko, he takes off for the first time today, and he gets himself a nice gain. He gets 13. Kirko definitely has some running ability. Remember, he was in that Georgia Tech system for a little bit, before Clayton Tune took his job. And off here to McCall, and he'll get himself 5. 14-14. Trips right. Another handoff for McCall. Get hit in the backfield. Reverse it field. Oh my God, he got killed. Javon, Ohio just committed a murder. The former Denton Fatty making his presence known here in the CFP. 3rd and 2. Can UNC get off the field? Motion him out. Delay give. McCall gets the first and a lot more. Big time run there for Justin McCall. He's having himself a day as well. Both running games playing well. Great blocking. So now at the 40. They're playing way off of Ray J. Butler at the top. Bunch at the bottom. They'll hand it off to McCall. Kramer throws a block. Gets a modest 5 yards out of it. Love the way both these offenses are playing and attacking the defense. This game's going to come down to which defense generates a play. Much like Iowa State already did. Need more. Kirko floats. Open man. Turns upfield. That was almost tipped at the line, but Douglas gets 13. Douglas, one of those really good tight ends on this team. They have about 3 of them. Motion, option, goes nowhere for Kirko. Reaper, Exum. Former IGR. Remember, folks, after this game, this is the final BearCave game. We'll have final BearCave standings, so we'll know who will get reward players. As Kirko, the reward player himself, runs down the sideline. Stiffy's a man. He's actually the last BearCave reward player we had. Back to when we, like, the last number 3rd. So Kirko. And that's going to be short on 3rd down. Ugh. And they'll go for it. All right, like the call here. Keeping the field goal unit on the sideline. Split backs, hands it off, goes nowhere! They blow it up! So turnover on downs for the 2nd time. Here comes Rubeshaw and company. So another empty possession here for Iowa State. Hand this off to Manning and they rally. Very nice job. Dustin Anderson having a career day. 2nd and 10. 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Rubeshaw. Bring a blitz. Picked up. Dumps it off to Manning. And he fights for 8. It'll be a 3rd and short. Trips left. Quick throw. It's intercepted. It's going the other way. This could be the 2nd. It will. Touchdown, Iowa State. Lewis Fernwood, the SFA player, saw the screen coming a mile away. And UNC is just shooting themselves in their own foot. The 2nd defensive touchdown here in this first half. Unreal. So UNC should be winning this game. Instead, they're down 7. 2 defensive touchdowns for Iowa State. They have come to play. They're channeling IRL Iowa football right now. Jack Trice is going crazy. Quick option. They have some big balls going back to that play right after a pick. Man, oh man, Coach Schwartz having himself a day. Hands it off to Manning. He gets a nice carry. It'll be 3rd and 2 again. Rubeshaw definitely living dangerously here tonight. Third and 2, and he goes nowhere. Remember, last time UNC was in the CFP, they lost to East Carolina in a very competitive 6-11 matchup. So now Iowa State will have another chance to add points here. Oh, and it's dropped! No chance at a return. Luckily, Fernando got on top of it, though. But they'll start their own 25. Lost about 10 to 15 yards. 2 timeouts, empty set for Kirko. Yukachu comes on down, the NC State transfer, and that's going to be a sack! Yui Son gets a sack in the CFP. Just nobody blocked them. So 2nd and 18 now. See if they just run the clock out. They'll snap it, a corner blitz, and they'll get about 5 to Mozzie Barmore. So 3rd and 13 now for the Cyclones. 9 for 9 today for Squatch. They'll hand it off here on 3rd and 9. It goes nowhere. Yes, sir, it is McNasty. Richie Boots, the West Virginia guy, and Lewis Fernwood. So they'll punt it back, returnable. They'll get up to around the 50. So they are in yam range. 2 timeouts. Definitely could still get a field goal here. Can Bob Rubshaw once again try to erase his mistakes? Rube over the middle, hits his man. It's a big play. They'll get inside the 35. Up to the line real quickly, 15 seconds. Rubshaw yams it deep to the end zone, open man, touchdown! J.R. Mullins all alone. What a drive, what a play from the Tar Heels. And how do you let him get behind you? You know he's going for the tutty. So if you think about it, I mean, Rubshaw, he's responsible for 5 TDs here today. He's responsible for UNC's 3 touchdowns, and he has 2 for Iowa State. Putting up a Josh Gamara stat line here today. So 10 seconds left in this amazing first half action. Kirko's going to keep it, and he trips. And that will probably do it here. So as we hit halftime, folks, we're deadlocked at 21. Unreal game. All right, guys, for a raffle ticket, Iowa State won the national championship in Season 7. Their quarterback going into the CFP was Brock Purdy. He went down in the first game. Who is the quarterback that led them to the national championship, beating Clemson, and was our first NCAA 14 cover athlete? What is the name of the quarterback? Dogwater gets it. Hunter Deckers. No. You gotta say the name. You can just say, I thought you were talking to Dogwater right there. As we check out the first half stats, domination from UNC in time of possession, but that doesn't matter when you're throwing touchdowns to the other team. It was not close enough, JJ. So Dogwater gets 2 raffle tickets today. We'll have more trivia at the in the next games. You gotta say the name, yeah. Maybe if Hunter wasn't the name of the guy who just talked in chat, or if Travis Hunter wasn't winning the Heisman today. So here we go. We'll start the second half. Oh, they just fumbled at the 1. No safety, but they're starting at the edge. What a blunder to start the half. They'll get out of the end zone, but my goodness, what the heck? If you had delay, I haven't dropped frames, just reload the stream. Kirko's going to hand it off. McCall, he's going to get the first. Smacked around by Yukachu, but my goodness, that's already 2 botched fumbles on the kickoff return. Luckily, it didn't hurt him too much there. That could have been horrible. Quick option, and they float it out. McCall, he's going to fight. He gets himself 5. So 2nd and 5 now here for Kirko. No incompletions yet for him as he's going to run this one, and it will be 3rd down. UNC, big missed opportunity already. So 3rd and short. Motion man, they'll hand it off, and he's not going to get there. So they will have to punt it. So tough start out of the halftime. Can't do much when you're stuck on your own inch. So here's the punt. UNC will get nice field position. So here comes Bob Rubshaw. Can he find a way to stop turning the ball over? Or at least if he turns it over, not throwing a touchdown. First and 10, Rubshaw's going to make an adjustment. They're crowding the line. Showing blitz, they bring it. Rubshaw throws it away. This game has been very entertaining, living up to the hype of being the best first-round game. Safety's coming down, and oh, what a play! Both teams dialing up these safety blitzes at the perfect time. This one blowing up the run. So 3rd down for Iowa State. They bring another safety blitz. It's a delayed draw to Manning, and he can't get there. So it looks like punt team will probably be coming on out. They'll try and pin them deep again. So here's the punt. They're coming after it and doesn't get it. He'll angle this to the sideline. They'll catch this one at the 15. So Iowa State coming back out for their 2nd drive in goal line form. Play action. He'll dump it off. Almost picked. Kevin Sellers sells the pick 6. My goodness. Both these quarterbacks living dangerously as they'll... Oh, we're going Wildcat. Justin McCall, he doesn't do anything with it. He faked the throw. Looked like he might have thrown that. Little Wildcat action going. So now it's 3rd and 15. They're 1 of 5 on 3rd down. How on earth is this team tied in this game? So 3rd down for Kirko. He'll throw it. Floats it and almost intercepted. Need to put a little more air under that, and it had a chance. So 3 and out for Iowa State now. Both offenses just completely killing themselves in this half. So another great field possession opportunity for North Carolina. This time they'll start at the Iowa State 45. 21-21 is your score. About halfway through this 3rd quarter. 2 tight ends on the field. They'll run it again, a counter to Manning. He gets to the outside, breaks 1, and gets 5. 60 yards on the day for Manning. Inside the 40 now. Motioning is the fullback. Another power run. Manning. He blows through. There he goes. Inside the 15. Down to the 3. Jason Manning. Here comes USC and Jason Manning holding on to the rock for dear life. First and goal. He's not used to the open field. Rube Shaw will hand it off. Manning, touchdown UNC! They take the lead. Now, Iowa State's offense has to wake up. You cannot rely on defensive touchdowns to win you this football game. All right, here's the return. At least they caught this one, and they'll get past the 20-yard line. Defense has been playing very well today. If you think about it, this UNC defense has only given up 7 points. Take out the turnovers, and UNC is dominating this game. So they're empty. Kirko floats over the middle, hits his man. That'll be a first down, Spencer Douglas. 10-12 start for Kirko. His first completion of the second half. Handoff here, Justin McCall. He hurdles, and he'll get a first. Always love a good hurdle play. 2nd and inches. Kirko keeps it. He has some room, and he cuts upfield. Yukachu on the stop. But they'll cross the 50. Things are getting serious now. Possessions coming. Not a lot left. CFP opening round coming to a close. Hands it off. Jet sweep, and can't get to the outside. Mozzie Barmore gets 2. Trips left. Kirko, corner blitz, they catch it. He escapes. He gets past his man, gets 3. Caught from behind. And once again, they're in no man's land, so probably 4 down territory. Third down. Cyclones only 3-man rush. Imminent deep, almost picked by Yukachu. Tried to attack the seam just slightly late, and they'll punt it. Watch the fake. I don't know, man. I could like a fake punt here. No fake, so Iowa State gonna rely on the defense. They have not looked good in this second half. Iowa State needs to figure out the offense, and they gotta hope the defense can stop the run. Rube Shaw will keep it. He floats. It's a fumble. No way they're going to do it again. A third defensive touchdown. What in the world? Bernard Lynch stumbles in. Iowa State having a defensive game for the ages. The third defensive score of the day for Iowa State. Can they just keep the defense out there the entire time? And now Iowa State is not covering the kickoff, and they'll start at the 45. What in the world is happening in this game? This game is on steroids. Bob Rubeshaw coming back out. He's responsible for 7 of the 8 touchdowns on the day. Holy Toledo. UNC now back on the offense. Just hand it to Jason Manning, please. My goodness. Second and inches now here for UNC inside the 35. Split backs. Quick option for Bob. Please don't pitch it. He doesn't. He'll get the first. I am sick for UNC fans. This is ridiculous. I don't think we've ever seen 3 defensive touchdowns in one game for one team. Quick option again. He floats it. It works. There goes Manning down the sideline. Gets inside the 10. First and goal for UNC. The second Iowa State charges back, though. UNC slams the door. Another big drive. Can they finish it? 4 wide. Manning takes it. Breaks a tackle, and he can't get anywhere. Second and goal. This entire stadium is just shocked at what they're seeing. 3 wide. Rubeshaw. To the end zone. The back end zone. Touchdown! Ashley Burke. UNC retakes the lead. (34-28). And Iowa State has 1 offensive touchdown here today, and they are still in range of this game. And this is going very similarly to the Auburn-Minnesota game. The at-large team's the one dominating, but the CCG winner's hanging in there. Now, obviously, they hung in a very different way, but here's Kirko. He'll keep it. Oh, doing the splits there's the linebacker. So 2nd and 5. Got a little over 10 minutes left here in the opening round. It's been one heck of a 4-game slate. We'll see how this one ends. Man in motion, it's Douglas. They'll hand it off to him. He tries to get to the outside. He's spinning. He's still losing yards. It'll be 3rd and 8. And how about Ukichu having one heck of a game here for the Tar Heels? So 3rd down for Iowa State. It'll be a mid-screen and broken tackle. They can't get anything out of it, so they'll have to punt. See if they can pin them back. Have a chance at a return, and they'll hold them inside their 40. So North Carolina has the ball and the lead. We'll have one more play here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go with goal line. Hand off to Jason Manning. He'll cut up field, and he'll get some. They're dominating on the run tonight. As you head to the 4th quarter, Iowa State down 7. Can they find a way? Cannot believe. It's one thing to have 3 turnovers. It's another for every turnover to score a touchdown. Manning's at 150 now. Both safeties coming down. Quick option. Rubeshaw. He hangs on to it this time. He loses yardage. He'll be 3rd down. Every time Rubeshaw touches the ball, it's definitely gets some magic going. So 3rd and short. They find a conversion. Rubeshaw, he's going to go down. It's a sack. Iowa State will get off the field. The linebacker's getting it done. So great job fighting back after the 8-yard run to open that drive. So here's the punt. Once again, Iowa State's going to have to find a way to get this offense going. They have 28 points, but only 1 touchdown on offense. Kirko Squatch, he's got to find a legacy moment here. They'll start with 3 tight ends. Douglas is in motion. We've yet to see him target Kramer. They'll hand it to the fullback. Marcus Gray gets 2. I don't know if a fullback dive is the way to get the offense going here, Coach Schwartz. And they're going to go in goal line again. They're committed to the bit. I don't think anybody went out for a pass. Kirko gets sacked. I actually don't think anybody went out for a pass. I'm not sure what they're calling here. But it's 3rd and 9. They're 1 for 8. Third down for Kirko. Over the middle. Hits his man. No! Ray J went for the one-handed grab and he drops it. Oh, no. You didn't need one hand. You could have used 2. Going for the highlight reel and he ruins the drive. They'll have to punt. If you're Iowa State, the possessions are starting to run out here. Not many more chances. Especially if UNC can run the ball. 1st and 10. Rubshaw. It hits his receiver in the back. No communication. He hasn't been amazing today. 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off here. Manning up the gut, and he'll get maybe half of it. It'll be 3rd down. Be a big chance here for Iowa State to get the ball back. They're 3 of 8 on their own on 3rd down. Not the best. 3rd and 5. It's Rubshaw. 3-man rush. He's going to step up. He's going to yam it deep. 50-50, and it tipped away by Richie Boots. So Iowa State gets back off the field. 6 minutes and some change left in this game. So let this go through the back of the end zone. Once again, Iowa State. And they find a way to score. They've relied heavily on the defense today. Handoff here. Greg Cooper, the freshman running back, his first carry gets him 6. 2nd and 4. Stack in the box, goal line formation, getting those 3 tight ends on the field. Hands it off to the fullback who falls forward for the first. Marcus Gray. They're at the 30. Trips right. Delay give to Justin McCall. He hasn't gotten many carries here in the second half. He gets 5. He's really been the only guy who's moving the rock. Second and 5 now. Kirko. The handoff to McCall. He'll get the first. Thought they might have called a face mask there, but they did not. Jimmy Smith on the tackle. Empty set for Kirko. Kirko, 3-man rush. He's going to take off. He's going to break 1, and he goes down. The corner gets the sack. Birdie White. Kirko trying to make magic in primetime, and obviously, like primetime Kirk Cousins, not able to do it. 2nd and 15. We're inside 5 minutes. Kirko down the seam, hits him, another drop! And all Kirko can do is shake his head. 2 straight possessions with a drop. 3rd and 15 for Kirko now. Dumps it short. Broken tackle, but that goes nowhere. And they are going to have to punt. 2 drives in a row killed by drops for Iowa State. So 4 minutes and change. They got to rely on the defense yet again. Can they get the ball back to Kirko? Handoff to Manning to the outside, and he goes down. Fernando makes the tackle. Things are getting serious here for the Cyclones. For a date with Cincinnati in the Sugar Bowl. Bob Rubshaw, 3 wide. They're going to run some clock here. Can Sir Laxus Bryo get his first career playoff win, or will Schwartz do it? 2nd and 10 for the Tar Heels. They'll hand it off to Manning. He's stacked. It'll be 3rd down. Third down for the Tar Heels. A delay give to Manning, and he will go nowhere. Iowa State will get the ball right back. Dogwater, be nice. So 35-28 is the score. But Iowa State will have their chance. A Kirko Squatch legacy drive incoming. They will be able to return this. How far can they get? They get to their own 35. 2 minutes for Iowa State. 2 minutes for Kirko. Can they tie this game up? The defense bailed them out. Now it's time to go to work. Kirko, he takes off. He finds the outside. When's he going to cut? At the end, he's still going inside the 40. 26 yards for Kirko. First and 10, trips right to the short side. Kirko over the middle, hits his man, and they actually hang on. It's Joe Grant. Offense got a case of the drops here, but not there. They're driving inside the 30. McCall up the gut, and he gets 9. Yeah, playoff teams always, in my experience, I've seen always get good progression. 2nd and 1. Inside the red zone. Quick option for Kirko. Flips it out to McCall, and he is short. Clock continues to run. It will be 3rd down. And they'll use their first timeout to talk about it. Everything on the line, and they are going Wildcat. McCall is at quarterback, man in motion. It's a keeper for McCall. He gets the 1st and more inside the 10. It's a touchdown! Justin McCall does it himself. Rumbling and tumbling for 6. What a hero ball moment for Iowa State. And we're tied. So much like the game with Auburn in Minnesota. Auburn got a touchdown with a minute left. And then Minnesota scored. Can UNC do the same? Oh, they got the sideline. There they go. Up to the 50. J.R. Mullins with the kickoff. So now all you need is like 20 yards for a field goal. So here comes Rubeshaw. 3-man rush. Throws it short. They won't do much there. Calls a timeout. Who is going to face Cincinnati? 2nd and 6 at the 48. Rubeshaw, the freshman All-American over the middle. Great blocking, and they'll be short. Third and inches. Can Iowa State get the stop? Rubeshaw to the corner. It's caught. And Mullins gets inside the 35. 40 seconds left. Fringe field goal range already. They missed one already today, though. Clock is ticking. They bring the blitz. It's a dump off to Mullins again. He's pushing. And that'll be another big play. Iowa State's on the ropes. The defense has to make a play. Rubeshaw floats it, and that's caught again. They're at the 12. 2nd and 2. Counter. Manning. Touchdown UNC. They retake the lead. What a drive for the Tar Heels. So now 15 seconds and a dream for Iowa State. See, relaxes. Brio can taste it. The hottest team in the nation has 15 seconds to shock the world. Kirko Squatch. They got to go 75 yards. 2 timeouts. Via screen goes nowhere. 12 seconds. Can they get into Yam range? They can get to Yam range with maybe like 15 yards here. 2nd and 10, it's Kirko. He yams that, hits his man, exactly what they needed. Seven seconds left at their own 44. Does Kirko have a yam? He's going to take off. And timeout. 4 seconds left. Kirko Squatch gears up a yam. Kirko. He can't get it off. 000. UNC does it. They take down Iowa State. And they will move on to face Cincinnati in the Sugar Bowl tomorrow. What a game. It should not have been close. UNC outscored them 42-14, but they gave up 3 defensive touchdowns. And Iowa State fans are sick. The first ever 10 seed to advance in the 12-team format. Congratulations to the Tar Heels. And we will see you guys in the neutral site games. Unbelievable game. That one is an all-timer. 3 defensive touchdowns and they lose. Iowa State had some of the best defensive plays you'll ever see, and then they just gave up 42 as well. I don't understand it. Bob Rubshaw generates 9 touchdowns. Unbelievable game. 42-35 is your final. An amazing year for Coach Schwartz. His first year at Iowa State definitely has some room to grow here. Got to get maybe some more weapons on the offensive side. Figure out how to stop the run. What a game. All right, so let's see how this one ended. Scoring summary, obviously we had the fumble, the pick 6, and then the fumble as well. But UNC, they just kept scoring. They would not be denied. Every time Rubshaw blundered, he came back and, tossed a touchdown. So, and then it ended up working. As we look at the player stats, we'll check out Iowa State first. Kirko Squatch goes 14 of 20, 163. That's not going to get it done. As Justin McCall had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Ray J. Butler, he had a great first half. Didn't do hardly anything in the second half. And we had a couple of drops as well. And on defense, Bernard Lynch, 9 tackles, 4 TFLs for Kelvin Cox, the freshman. A lot of these guys are freshmen. They had 4 sacks. So a lot of room to grow for this team. They should be back. But a lot of great plays tonight. And for North Carolina, they survive and advance. That's the name of the game. You lose the ACC championship as one of the best teams in the country. You get punished by having to go on the road in a tough environment, and they somehow survive, so they will get to play Cincinnati now. Bob Rubshaw, he goes 20 of 27, 228 yards, 2 touchdowns in the pick. He also had the 2 fumbles, though. Jason Manning had an incredible game, 30 for 169. Wide receiver J.R. Mullen had himself an incredible game as well. And on defense, Trent Mason had 12 tackles. Yukachu had 6. TFL's Reaper Exum cooking them on the defensive end. They had 4 sacks as well. So both teams able to generate pass rush. No turnovers, though, for UNC. I mean, they lose the turnover battle by a landslide. And it doesn't matter. And they did miss their only kick from Greg Briggs. It was a really close one, too. It was like a 35-yarder. But a great game for both teams. UNC advances, and for the first time, we'll have 2 lower seeds moving on. This one was definitely competitive and a great game. Yeah, the only game that wasn't competitive was the one that you would probably say wouldn't be competitive in real life. You know, a 7-6 team taking on a team with a Heisman finalist quarterback, right? When you put in that perspective. And they still had their chances. It's just they didn't come through in those chances. You know what I mean? Like, they got to the red zone. It wasn't just like punt, 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 punt. You know, it wasn't like watching a 49ers game. All right, so that will do it, guys. I'm going to take a bit of a break. We will be back in, I'm going to probably say maybe 2 hours or so. Might be slightly longer, might be shorter. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to post the results. I'm going to post the BearCave results because BearCave's officially over. And then I'm going to do the highlights maybe for 1 game, maybe for 2, and then I'm going to get lunch. So we'll see if I decide to do both highlight videos right now or if I want to do the highlight videos later on tonight. Because I have to get all the highlights done today, which is like 4 hours of editing, so that we're ready for tomorrow because we got 4 games tomorrow. So it's going to be a fun time. I'll let you guys know when we're going to be back. But thanks for watching, as always, and we'll have the 2 left side quarterfinal games here in a little bit. So thanks for watching, and peace.